Salutations, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with more Age of Empires 3 and more of the infamous REVNAK. Yeah, he's playing on the eastern half of the map in the color red, playing as the Portuguese, which is kind of his new flavor sieve. Of course, this is on one of his Smurf accounts, because we can't experiment when those imaginary internet points are on the line, of course. And his opponent on the western half of the map, playing in the color blue as the Brits, it is the mighty Tabin. Now, when you watch the live games going on the Free Food Party website, as often as I do for this job, you will find a lot of the same players playing games against each other quite frequently. And these guys have played, I think, hold on, I got it pulled up, 55 games against each other at the time of this recording. That's a good handful. That's a good serving size. And at the time of this recording, Tabin has won 16 out of 55, and he has lost 39. That is a win rate of 30%. Absolutely terrible. So for that reason, I am going to be biased today and root for the underdog. I'm certainly hoping Tabin wins. He's got a good shot. He's playing against Brits. Brits versus Portugal, usually a pretty good matchup, and Brit, the strongest civ in the game, in my opinion, and in the opinion of a lot of other people as well. Tabin going with the market and the manor house to start. REVNAK, did we see the 10-10? Yes! This man, out of all the top players, I think REVNAK is the most predictable. I mean, the guy, he's very skilled. Micro is fantastic, but just the most cookie cutter, like, expected builds out of him. So 10-10, Fatorius, and a very standard Portuguese deck. None of the grape shot, ribald nonsense, which could come back to bite him, and probably will, but he's going to be getting up really quickly. 2:15 for the age up mark. That is insanely quick for Portugal. And if we look at Tabin, ooh, ladies and gentlemen, we got some GMT nonsense on the way. The shenanigans are about to go down. REVNAK picking up 115 wood, guarded by 2 tigers. That is an insane treasure. How? That should not be allowed. How can you have 115 wood guarded by 2 tigers? I mean, there's the 125, but that's guarded by 2 polar bears. Tigers? Are you serious? Oh, man. Oh, God, World's Edge. If you still exist, fix that, please. Among numerous other things. But Tabin is now going up as well. Going up with the governor. And we'll have to see where he puts that outpost. He does have the first trading post down. He's definitely going to get that second one down as well. That is kind of the staple of most GMT builds. And yeah, sent that as his first card. And let's see. Yeah, he's going to want to get that down to make that age up time even shorter. But we'll see if he's able to do it. He clearly doesn't have the wood right now, and he's not really gathering any wood. So maybe just going to go for 1 trading post, which is a little bit different. Is going to pick up the Explorer of REVNAK. That's going to be excellent for him. He gets that 45 XP, and he denies REVNAK some crucial scouting. Look at this! REVNAK hasn't even scouted his opponent's base yet! Oh, man! And he's got the Mongol scout, too, so I don't know how with Spyglass and a Mongol Scout he has not seen Tabin's base yet. And I think that might be a bit of a tell, though. Tabin's base, his deck is kind of giving away the ghost. And we can kind of see REVNAK going with a very defensive Portuguese TC. So he probably expects some sort of timing with the Tomahawks, the Falcons, and the Highlanders, which is just such a fun build. It sucks to play against, especially if somebody's really good at it, but it is really fun to watch. And if we get to see Tabin combo that into Rockets and Gentlemen of the Pike, I am going to be thrilled. REVNAK putting down a ton of trading post foundations here, but he's not building any of them. So I suppose he's just trying to take those away from Tabin and not allow him to have those potential trading post slots, which actually that is a pretty good move by REVNAK. I kind of like that. It's a bit cheesy, but it's smart when you know what your opponent is going to be doing. Looks like Tabin is getting ready to pick up that 75 food as well, and has the Mongol Scout. Ooh, not quite going to pick up a villager there, but he does have it quite low. And Tabin already going up to age 3 with the Mohawk Statesman. Of course, Britain does not have that fast age up, which kind of makes their age 3 timings a bit awkward. And also usually with their normal units, you have to pay for all of the veterancy upgrades. Like they don't have any shadow tech units besides Dragoons, I think, which can also be awkward for Brit. But they are so good with their eco, it usually doesn't matter. REVNAK, meanwhile, is not quite up to age 3 as of yet, which is kind of crazy seeing as he's the one that went 10-10. Sent 700 coins, 700 wood, and is probably going to be getting up. Okay, so he's going to be clicking up right away. And what is he going to be going up with? Exiled? No, he's going up with the Marksman. Okay. So going to be going up with the 6 Cassadors. That actually will play well into the Mohawks, and the Highlanders are going to be coming his way. And what does he have in age 3? Yeah, nothing crazy here. It's like, this is like, you could put this deck in like the old ESOC days, and it would not be out of place at all, except for Fatoria's. Probably going to be going with another defensive town center. Barracks going down, church going down, market all going down. Meanwhile, he's got 1, 2, 3 fully built trade posts now, and no trade guard upgrade. No, trade cart upgrade. Tabin looks like he is now into age 3. The Tomahawks are here. These guys are amazing, 170 HP, and he gets 7 just for aging up. That just feels so good. Outpost is down in a nice spot, covers this coin mine, which right now is not going to be relevant, but as the coin dries up on this map and the coin mines get more and more exposed, having that middle slot where a lot of the action is going to be, I think that's actually going to be really nice for Tabin. Gives him good line of sight of his opponent's approach as well. Bringing the Tomahawks around, doesn't want to lose too many of these guys. He's going to need them to defend his Falconets from any early goon pops that are going to be coming from REVNAK. Scores are heavily in Tabin's favor right now. He's up almost 3K score. REVNAK now has 2 shipments ready to go. Those Cassadors are about to pop out, but they're going to pop out in the face of 2 Falconets, and they're going to be sent to Betty Bye very quickly if they try to take that on. But these 3 trading posts of REVNAK, they are going to prove incredibly useful. He's stacking up so much XP. Mongol Scout going to get on these Cassadors, and it looks like Tabin is going to be satisfied with just taking out the barracks, not going to make any move for the TC wagon, which, I mean, at this point, he wouldn't be able to take if he wanted to. First shipment from REVNAK going to be 3 organ guns, which could beat the 2 Falconets, depending on how good REVNAK's artillery micro is, and usually, I mean, I will give this to REVNAK. His artillery micro is quite good, so I don't want to be too biased in my casting. He does have very good arty micro and probably could snipe off these 2 Falconets without much issue. And it looks like maybe Tabin kind of knows that REVNAK's going to be preparing something like a 5 goon or a 3 organ gun. And so he's going to pull out, he's just going to go for a safe target, which is these 3 trading posts, which I honestly don't hate. It does mean he's going to lose this outpost, which I don't love, but he is now sending the Glorious Revolution. The Highlanders are going to come out, probably out back at the TC, but it's going to be a good trade. Trading an outpost for 1, possibly 2 TPs at this point in the game, going to be really good for Tabin, especially since REVNAK's resource count, because he went for such a fast age up, very low. We look at his macro right here, everything on food. He has no wood right now and no coin to do any possible trading at the market. So REVNAK in a vulnerable spot here, and Tabin making a wise decision and immediately slamming down that trading post of his own. Gonna try to claim this line, which I really like. 5 goons coming out from REVNAK. Tabin, oh, here they come, boys. Rogers, Rangers, and the Black Watch gonna be popping out very quickly. And these Rangers are just so good. And they're so unexpected usually from Brit. You just don't see this skirm unit coming usually. And I'm not sure what REVNAK is doing here. Okay, he's putting Cassadors in the back of the base. Organ guns coming from the north, but there's nothing to protect them. The Highland Guard and the Minutemen are coming out, and Tabin sees it, and he's going, it's time to feast. 1 organ gun goes down immediately, and that is Portugal's best shipment wasted. Oh, baby, Tabin, let's go! We gotta improve that 30% win rate, bro. We got to get that 17th win. We cannot go for loss number 40, man. I am rooting for you, dude. He's still got both Falconets. He's still got his Tomahawks. And I think he only lost one of the Blackwatch there as well. And I think he lost all of the Rangers, though. Yeah, okay, so we got a 1v1 duel here. The remaining survivors of the great battle of the British Church. I kind of wish they would name the churches like they named the taverns. I think that would just be kind of a cool little detail. Just have a revolving name of names for the churches. All right, so 2 Falconets moving across the map. Not a lot to stop them except 5 goons. REVNAK's resource count still abysmal, but it does look like he got 1,000 wood in, which is going to help him get down a lot of infrastructure. And to be fair, the British army is also not very large at this point in time, though its value and its strength is deceptive, right? I mean, these Blackwatch, it's a small group, but they are incredibly powerful. 400 HP, 63 ranged attack, 40 siege attack, and 40% melee resist. They are disgusting. REVNAK looks like he's gonna be getting out 5 organ guns, but are they gonna pop out right onto the Blackwatch? He's gotta queue them. Okay, nice move there by REVNAK, queuing them away from the infantry, and this could be good, though. One immediately going down to the Falconets, the others being shot down. Oh, baby, a double kill for Tabin, and he is going to lose both of those Falconets, but they are going to be well worth the loss. And for the price of 1 free Falconet from a shipment, he cost REVNAK, what was that, 1,600 resources for the cost of 1 Falconet and some Blackwatch. Wow, Tabin is just getting some disgusting trades right now. REVNAK is still producing from all 3 TCs, so he is at 34 Vils versus the only 28 of Tabin. Tabin, of course, not manor booming at all. He has so much potential. He still has another 14 free villagers coming down the pike. He's got 3 trading posts, and this man is going to age 4. He says, hey, I got what I want, man. I got all the value I need from this age. Time to move up. And oh man, with Gentlemen of the Pike, 16 Musk, 20 Longbow, 3 Rocket, 2 Infinite Rocket, and Factories, he is prepared for age 4. Meanwhile, if you take a look at REVNAK's deck, oh wow, yeah, really sparse in age 4. He's got a great set of age 3 cards left to send. He's got some good stuff in age 2 as well. But wow, just the Factories and the gunpowder infantry combat. Yeah, that's not going to be great. So if this turns into an industrial age beatdown, Tabin is going to have a clear advantage. Even if you just factor in the extra units and the infinite rockets, that's going to be huge. Okay, so both of these guys just maneuvering, probably just looking for peripheral bills at this point to try to take out. Handful of Cassadors for REVNAK and a handful of Highlanders who are going to beat down the last organ gun. And wow, these guys have been merciless to the Portuguese artillery. And that is a full 2,000 resources that REVNAK spent to kill a couple of Blackwatch, which I don't know if I'd call that the most cost effective. Fort Prince George going up in the back of the British base. And I don't know if I agree with that placement. I guess it's covering these berries. But I would almost rather have it up front, you know, kind of sealing off this hunt and this coin mine. Dragoons and Cassadors are going to be doing some good damage here, though. Explorer gonna tank a little bit. Looks like he paid the ransom for that. And oh my god! The Ranger Big Button has been called! Tabin is in age 4. Oh, that caught me so off guard. Oh, I forgot about the Ranger pop. In mere seconds, 30 Rangers. Just eat it, REVNAK. Oh, God. Dude, that is insane. Brit is just too good, man. Brit is just too good. And now he's going to send Gentlemen of the Pike. He's going to get 17 guard pikemen. And I would love to see him push into this because REVNAK's economy still fragile. It seems to me like he's probably gearing up for an age 4 transition of his own. He even sent 1,000 food, which I don't know. Is 1,000 food standard meta? I've always been told that the larger the food shipments get, the more what am I trying to say? Not ineffective. Less cost effective. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Basically, people crap on food shipments all the time unless you're like Russia. So interesting that he sent the 1,000 food. Gentlemen of the Pike now on the field. These guys look so incredible. Look at these hats, dude. Oh man, such a cool looking unit. And with the Rangers, not what you expect to be coming down the pipe if you're playing a standard British game. But REVNAK is going hard into Hussars, even getting the Veterancy Hussar upgrade, which is just going to continue to delay his follow-up into Age 4. But like we pointed out earlier, he doesn't really have a lot to go up into Age 4 for. He doesn't really have a lot waiting for him there. He is going to be sending Constable. So he's going to be improving his Hussar. So, I mean, these Hussar, they're going to feel like Age 4 Hussar, though. With the Veterancy upgrade plus this improvement card, they are going to be deadly. So, Tabin, he can't get too reckless now. He can't let his pikemen get too out of position, and it looks like REVNAK trying to do some cheeky raiding in the back, but he's going to lose one of these town centers for sure. These pikemen have 48 siege attack, and they are an 80 cost unit, man. Minutemen now being called out from all 3 town centers, but one being queued. Where are you guys going? Oh my god. And they are going to be taken out quite quickly by the Rangers. Did manage to get a couple of the pikes, but at the cost of a town center. Tabin has been really good this game about picking his engagements well and knowing when it's not his day and withdrawing before it gets too costly. But now REVNAK is coming in. Looks like he picked off a couple of villagers there. It's currently 64 for REVNAK, 40 for Tabin, and Tabin still, oh no, he only has 5 manners left. So REVNAK must have just gotten a really juicy raid down there. And honestly, his Vil count is going to be the only thing that saves him here. 3 rockets now coming out from Tabin. They are going to be well protected by these pikemen, which are in cover mode. Yeah, I mean, rockets are just going to be so insane, right? And so, I mean, it makes sense why REVNAK is going pure cav here, but he has so many exposed villagers. Look at this. He's got a ton of villagers right on Tabin's doorstep, and they're going to be marching right into rockets and rangers and pikemen. And has Tabin sent his factories yet? No, he needs to get those down ASAP. Get those guys producing rockets as quickly as possible. Gonna get a nice Vil raid here, pick off 1, 2, maybe even 3 villagers. But it looks like REVNAK coming out with more organ guns, which in the right position will be able to handle those rockets fairly effectively. The one weakness of the rocket is just how long it takes to get set up. And this poor villager being pursued by a mass of angry blue pikemen. Oh no, out of position, this rocket, it's gonna get picked off here. The pikemen, they got too focused on the villager, and I don't know if REVNAK did that intentionally, but if so, that was smartly played, but he's gonna cost him all of his Hussar here, and he's gonna leave all of his Hussar there just to get that last rocket. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get it, but at the cost of all of his heavy cav, I don't know if that was worthwhile for him. And that rocket even gonna pick off one more organ gun before it goes down. Rangers going into loose formation. Nice micro here from Tabin, but now more veteran Hussars on the way, and these organ guns are starting to take their toll of the pikemen. Oh, beautiful volley from REVNAK, but it looks like the final organ gun is going to be going down. Another 1,600 resources right into the bin, and the veteran Hussars going down as well. 4 coming out from REVNAK, which is what he needs. He's down to 2 town centers. He's making organ guns, and he's got, oh, he's gonna get a beautiful catch here though. Tabin sending 20 longbows, but no anti-cav. Oh, get those dragoons to go south. Oh man, he's gonna lose pretty much that entire shipment before he even gets to the front line. And he's just gonna turn around and start firing with them, but oh, that's brutal. 20 longbows and only 5 escaped. Okay, so Tabin's been getting most of the good trades, but that was an excellent trade for REVNAK. And now it's Tabin's army that's starting to look a little thin. It is switching into goons now, which I like. I mean, obviously, if REVNAK's going to be going pure Hussar and organ guns, I mean, goons are just going to be an excellent counter to that. Now sending his factories, getting out guard dragoons, which is just going to be even better for him. REVNAK getting very spread out here. Both of these civs are incredibly food hungry. Both Port and Brits, they eat through hunts like madmen, and we could be seeing some really juicy raids here. 50 Vils for Tabin, 70 for REVNAK, but it certainly doesn't feel that way. And we have to remember that Tabin still has 3 TPs and now a first factory going up. Gonna be followed by the second, probably as soon as possible. Hussars continuing to do well, continuing to raid. Fort going down in the middle of the map, protecting this hunt, like that move from REVNAK. But what are you going to do against Guard Dragoons? There's just nothing. I mean, the only chance you get is you have to get into Age 4, you have to get your own Guard Dragoons, and you have to send Dragoon Combat. Then you're in a really good spot. But, I mean, REVNAK is not even close to having those resources. Now sending Town Militia, which is a card you do not want to be sending at the 20-minute mark. And it does feel like a bit of desperation here from REVNAK. And Tabin, dude, he might be improving the win rate today, baby. Let's go. It's looking like a nice cleanup here. Though REVNAK is not out of this yet. He still has the Vil lead. And he still has the potential to get into Age 4 himself. He almost has the food and coin necessary. And if he's able to do that, I mean, I've seen REVNAK do some pretty crazy stuff with walls and arty spam. And I've seen him come back from players who are beneath him in elo. But I don't know, man. This feels pretty insurmountable. And Tabin, he knows exactly what the move is. He is spamming Guard Dragoons. Going to be getting out rockets as well. And so as soon as he gets those rockets, send them right over here, have the goons camp on them, and there's nothing these organ guns can do. They're just going to get shot down immediately. But he's keeping his army mobile. He's not going to sit and siege buildings. He wants to target the villagers. He wants to keep as many of them belled up as possible. Double producing goons now. REVNAK is going to Age 4 with the Tycoon, but that has drained his resource count barely at 200 coin and 800 food, which is just not going to be enough to both produce and age up and get tech. And with how many of his Vils being belled up by these Dragoon raids, it's looking really, really good for Brit here. Tabin up to 52 Vils. Second factory still not down. Okay, so Tabin definitely has to get that other factory out. REVNAK trying to defend with these organ guns, trying to goon as much as possible, but he's getting out-gooned by the goons themselves. And dude, oh my god, Guard Dragoons are just insane, man. They just insta-kill artillery. Fort is going to be going down. Fortaleza do Monte. Tabin has all three of his TPs on wood. REVNAK continuing to walk villagers all over the map. These pikemen are... Oh, Guard Pikeman raid. Oh, oldest trick in the book. Oh, man. Wow, these settlers have no idea where to go. All right, so what are we looking at here? We're looking at 25 Dragoons here and 3 rockets. What does REVNAK have in response to that? What does he have for military units? He's got... Does he have any? He's got 4 Hussar. Is that it? He's got 4 Hussar. Oh, boy. Oh, villagers going down. Oh, Tabin. He's like a shark. The blood's in the water, man. REVNAK does still have Town Militia, which will give him access to 30 Minutemen. So, I don't know, maybe all of these goons just camp under the... Oh, no, he has a 3rd town center. So he could technically call 45 Minutemen all at the same time, which would decimate this army of goons if they stayed and tried to fight it. But I don't think Tabin will be making that mistake. 2 culverins coming out from REVNAK, and he has the resources here. Tabin is kind of camping under the town center. It might be the time. Call the Minutemen, REVNAK. Call them out of the TC. What are you doing, man? He's making pikemen. He's making ordnance pikemen to go up against guard goons and rockets. He has... These goons are sitting under your... Call them! Call the Minutemen! You sent the card, bro! Oh, man. Oh, man. I get the feeling that REVNAK is currently typing in the chat because, I mean, he's an excellent player, and you would think if he sent Colonial Militia, or excuse me, Town Militia, and he had Tabin in that position, he would have at least summoned one of them. Because he's not making units, so I don't know what he was spending those resources on. Yeah, he is absolutely typing. Look at these idle bills. REVNAK, he is typing the salt. I can only imagine the salt, man. More REVNAK, no, excuse me, more rockets coming out from Tabin. And wow, a rare win here for the Tab Man. You love to see it. You love to see an underdog win, whether it's REVNAK or any other player. Watching somebody pull their weight like this, this is good to see. This is really, really good to see. And I don't know what REVNAK is doing. Is he gonna run out the clock a little bit? Maybe call Town Militia. He still has the resources. He could trade at the market. Maybe just type in that final message. He's making Ordnance Riflemen. Okay, that's something. That'll actually do well against the goons, but how you gonna deal with the 5 rockets there, bud? Oh man, he's just drawing it out now. Oh, the cheeky devil. Tabin's probably loving this. He's like, yeah, man, extend the game. Let me just destroy you utterly. Oh, there it is, folks. Tabin, chalk it up, the 17th win out of 56 games. Still not a great win rate, but it was better than when we started. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. GG's to both players. I'll be back with more AoE 3 next week, but until then, have a great day, have a great life. See you later.